today we have the amazing coach Sarah online with us today on the special edition of TikTok Tuesday with Bridget O. Michaels. I know it's been a minute since the last one that we had. We're just having a guest come into the room now. It's okay. Welcome, Miss Bukola. Thank you for joining in. And today we have Miss Sarah online with us, and I want to give Sarah a minute to just say hello.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Bridget. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, so now Sarah promised us a thing. I know that you were not ready for this, but that's how nice she can be. She promised us a surprise. So if you are not driving, you are live with us right now, I want you to stay tuned for what she's going to share with us and open the floor with before I continue. Over to you, Miss Sarah.
Oh, thank you, Bridget. Bridget is always full of surprises. So she asked me today if we could start with a very short meditation to help people relax. One of the things I work with mostly with people is helping them shift out of stress into relaxation, because relaxation is your gateway into health and into healing. So we'll just take a couple of minutes. Typically, relaxations can go anywhere from 5 to 25 up to an hour, but we'll just do a couple minutes of some breathing. Do what you feel comfortable with. My words are only suggestions. It's just a time for you to connect with your body. So if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze and look at something that's not distracting. And we'll do 2 inhales in, 2 breaths in, inhaling, exhaling. And on the second breath in, make your exhale a tiny bit longer. Inhale. And slowly let that air out. And we often connect to the breath because the breath is always with us, like our best friend. So inhale one more time. Inhale. And exhale, letting go of any stress that to the room with you today. And just letting your body relax. And as we're sitting here together, take a moment to imagine feeling sunlight just coming from above. And imagine the warmth hitting your scalp or your hair. And feel the warmth just dripping down your face, tickling your cheekbones, and feeling your whole face relax. Inhaling and exhaling. Just relaxing into your body, taking a moment out of your day, and feel that sunshine dripping down your arms, to your elbows, to fingertips, and feel the warmth going down your throat, down your chest, down your spine, down your legs to your knees, to calves, to ankles, all the way to your toes. One more breath in, breathe in the sunlight and the warmth. Exhale, relax shoulders down, allowing more relaxation into your body. Notice if you have tightness anywhere. Breathing in the golden sunlight right into every part of your body. Inhaling in your lungs. And exhaling. And on the next inhale, think about inhaling a smile and deep appreciation for somebody near you. And exhaling your deep appreciation out. Again, at your own pace, just relaxing. And while we're here, a little bit more relaxed, take a second just to remember a time when you were truly joyful and enjoying your health. And allow a smile to come over your face. And feel grateful for your body and mind and the people around you. Breathing in health. Exhaling out health. And feeling every cell being energized And now gently we'll come back to the room with 2 breaths together, coming at your own pace. On the first inhale, feel it, your body being energized. Inhale. Exhale, relax any remaining tension. Last breath in, inhale one more time. Exhale, wiggling fingers and toes, gently coming back to the room, opening your eyes if they're closed, and bringing back your smile and your health.
Did you intend to send us to sleep? Because if that was your intention, it's working. I told you guys that she is amazing, just like that. And a lot of you may not know this. A couple of months ago, actually in August, I was advised by my doctor that I have to undergo a medical surgery. Boy, I was terrified. I was really scared. I was nervous. One, I've never seen anybody physically who has had that kind of surgery before that I could go to glean from or speak with or learn from. So I was really terrified. And again, I didn't have time to prepare for this surgery. It was sudden. And I remembered that I have a friend who is very good at preparing her clients for surgery and healing quickly. That's the word, healing faster. And so I reached out to her. And well, yes, she didn't disappoint me at all. She showed up for me full circle, 360 degrees. And I was amazed. I was blown away by the wealth of knowledge and experience and help that I received from her regarding this journey that I went through. And I just cannot keep this good thing to myself alone. Because I'm very sure if you're a lady or a gentleman out there, if you have had a wonderful trip to the hairdressers or you have a beautiful makeup kit or a beautiful, cologne, and a friend asks of you, you will want to share. And that's why I bring you today Coach Sara Cyr. She is a prepare for surgery facilitator using the Peggy Huddinstall way. And I'm not going to take much of the space. I'm going to just open the floor for Sara to talk to us about what she do and how she can help you just the way that she helped me. So, Miss Sara, can you just tell us a little bit about how you got into this work?
Of course. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Accidentally, like most of us do when we sort of find our paths. I was pregnant with triplets and I got hospitalized very early. And there was a lot at that moment when I was hospitalized at 22 weeks, talk that babies wouldn't make it. They wouldn't survive. And I was fortunate enough that my mother had been carrying around this copy of Prepare for Surgery, Heal Faster and handing it out to many friends for a very long time. And at that moment, I must have been in that first week or so, she handed me the book. And so I read it. I read it and I read it and I read it, and it gave you certain steps. Now this is preparing you for surgery. I reverse engineered it to stay relaxed, to keep my babies in as long as possible. But with this book, it gave me the tools to understand that I could affect my health in a positive way. And I could, if I could get more deeply relaxed, I could allow my body to be healthier. And then it would give my babies more chance to stay in for longer. So it was really empowering for me to do this. And it comes with an audio meditation. And I probably listened to it 3 to 5 times a day.
Okay.
And I convinced my nurses to put a sign on the door to not let people bother me when I was meditating. So after being in the hospital, I did get my kids to viability. I left the hospital 8.5, 9 weeks later. So it was amazing how long I stayed there with that. Didn't know I would be a facilitator of it at that time. Until many years later when my dad had surgery and he worked with a facilitator to do prepare for surgery, heal faster. And his results were so amazing. After having a double bypass, he didn't use any pain meds after his surgery at Mass General Hospital. He was so well trained in this program, and he was so powerfully in tune with it. It worked so well for him that I happened to meet Peggy Huddleston on the phone because I needed tech support actually from this, but it was Peggy who ended up talking to me. And we talked and she said, I can give your dad this workshop. He did it. It was amazing. And then she's like, why don't you become a facilitator if you really like it? So she opened the doorway for me.
And I'm super grateful you did, because just like your dad, I remember I didn't take the pain medication for more than 3 days. They only gave me 7 of them, those whatever they call them. They only gave me 7 of those. And as soon as I was done taking them, and the doctor said, oh, let me give you more. And I said, no, I won't be having none of those, because I was focused on exactly your teaching, what your support and your coaching. And can you tell us a little bit, just a little tiny bit, because I don't want to give all your straight secret away, a little bit about that process, what you really do? Because when I was going into the theater, to have the court and all of that, what you taught me before then truly helped. But I want you to be the one to say it.
The program? Do you want me to tell you about the program?
Yeah, tell us about the program. Yeah, we want to know, because you helped me, because otherwise, you walk me through all the things that I needed to do when I was going into the surgery, the things I was supposed to do when I'm coming out of surgery, and what the doctors and nurses were supposed to do with me, and even when I got home. That was phenomenal.
Yeah. Peggy's program's been around for over 20 years. It is at the best teaching hospitals in the world. She's out of Harvard Divinity. This program's at Brigham and Women's, which is a Harvard teaching university. It's at NYU Langone. It's on the East Coast. It's on the West Coast. This program is everywhere. So it is designed to be 5 steps. And when you're very stressed out before surgery, you just need 5 clear things to work on. One is we teach you how to relax.
Okay.
2, we teach you how to visualize yourself healing and healed. We have you gather a support group of people around you to feel your vision you healed as well. And we have them send synchronized visions or prayers or love or whatever you want to call it right before surgery to help you stay calm as you're getting wheeled in. In the visualization process, we also give you, as you know, visualizations of your end results of you being healed and feeling wonderful, so that you're focused on what happens after surgery, because surgery is only a midpoint of your healing, right? There's a lot to go afterwards, but we want to look in the future and make sure we're paving your way for your future. We also have you work with talk to an anesthesiologist. We walk you through how you do that. And we present you with healing state therapeutic suggestions that we ask the staff, the anesthesiologist or nurse, to read to you as you go under anesthesia, because you're very susceptible, and we want the staff to know that their words really matter. The suggestions, because they know you're taking part in your healing, like you're coming in, you're at the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. So at this time, I will say, let's just take a second to grab our tea and sip from our tea. So if you're watching, grab your tea. Let's have some tea. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. I have chamomile.
Well, what are you drinking?
Today I have chamomile, vanilla.
Oh, okay. I like the berries. So I have blackberry, raspberry, and hibiscus. That's what
Ooh,
I'm drinking. Then in the evening, I take my chamomile.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So um, one more thing that I wanted to ask you was the power of the visualization,
Mm.
because that really helped me a lot, especially when I was going through intense pain. And instead of me to reach for the medication, which I didn't have, and the doctor said, okay, if you are not going to take this strong narcotics, okay, take at least some ibuprofen, Tylenol, acetaminophen, whatever they call it. But I still didn't want to take it. And that visualization was powerful.
Mm-hmm. So really what you're doing, two things. There's the relaxation piece, right?
Mm,
When you listen to the audio that comes with the program, it's a healing audio.
yeah.
It helps your body relax. And
Mm,
as you get into more relaxation, the nerve fibers that actually register pain that go to your brain are
yeah.
inhibited and slowed down. So really your brain isn't registering pain in the same way. You really are becoming more and more comfortable the more you relax.
Mm,
And the visualization, and Peggy calls them outcomes in her book. When I work with people in different health avenues, I end up calling them visions, or, we have different names, but the idea is for you to hold on to yourself being healed and doing something that you would really love. Like, you're fighting for your health, right? So what do you
that's
want to be
right.
doing? And really focusing on allowing yourself to know that all is going to be well. And this is what I want to be doing when I feel better.
Yes.
And it's like a life preserver.
Mhm.
It's
And
just something.
actually seeing yourself, living that life. Because when I was doing the visualization, at a point, I actually really felt I was well enough, and I was wearing the beautiful white dress, and I was walking on the beach, That's how good she is. That's how good Sarah was, because she really make me stay in that moment, so that I wouldn't focus on. And hey, I didn't call it pain. I did not call it a pain. She practically forbade me to use the word pain. And because of that, it didn't register in my brain that it was a pain. It only registered as a discomfort. And that is something that was a huge takeaway for me from the program.
Mhm. Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear
Yeah,
that.
that was a huge takeaway from me. But above all, I want to say that the support, because the third approach is the support group, right? Because you made me to reach out to a support group, and that is something that I'm like, I don't want to do. It's not something that's not part of my culture. I'm not brought up to I go and tell people, oh, this is what I'm going to go through. So please, be there for me, And so when she asked me to do that, I hesitated a little bit. But I must tell you, when I took the bold step to do, I reached out to my mentor, I reached out to my mastermind group, I reached out to my family members. It was worth it. And I reached out to a couple of my very close friends, and I just told them what I was going to go for, that they should just stand for me. And I told them the three things I want them to stand with me for.
Mm.
It was amazing. My mentor kept texting me all the way from Florida, texting me, to be sure that I was okay. And I was glad that I did that. Now, Sarah, I really want to ask you, I know that this is a Peggy Huddleston model that approach you're following,
Mhm.
but there is a personality of Sarah in it, in the program. That's what I noticed. There is a part of you that was all Sarah.
Mhm. Mhm. Absolutely. I mean, with any coach, you're going to get the personality of the coach coming through with it. So the Peggy Huddleston, when people get certified through Peggy, and I was directly certified and trained by her, the idea is you're given all the materials and the script, and you really work with what she's given you. It's decades of research behind every line that she says. So when I deliver the prepare for surgery, I am delivering her work in my voice.
Yes.
And that's, I think, one of the beautiful things about being a facilitator. So when there's different ones of us, of course, but we all do have our own personality and backgrounds. I'm a health coach. I've been a personal trainer. I've lived through the point in my life where I was so terrified and so afraid I could barely move. And I learned that meditation could help me.
Yeah.
Before I got pregnant, and then I was in the hospital, and I learned that meditation could help me in the hospital, right? So I've lived through a lot of these things. So I do try to bring that to the table, and knowing and understanding that it's really a scary time. Even asking you to reach out to friends and family to say, I'm having surgery is really scary as well.
Yes.
And it's a
Honestly,
brave step.
yes, it's true, because surgery is really scary. When you think about, being sedated and you're going to just go to sleep, you don't even know what's going to be happening to your body. You're giving somebody full control of your body while you are asleep. You don't even know, are you going to wake up, or am I going to, you don't know all of those things. So you are apprehensive. I have had surgeries multiple times now, so I know exactly what I'm saying. This will be maybe my 7th surgery, because I have 3 surgeries for my babies, and all, and my appendix was out a long time ago, but there is something so unique about this program that I wanted, that I truly want a lot of people that are in my network to learn from.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not as if, because we say, okay, oh, I'm not going to be sick today and I don't need the surgery. Oh, I'm not praying to be sick. I didn't know I was going to have a surgery when I started this year, 2022. Surgery was not in my vision board. It was not in my vision at all. And I'm a person who likes to manifest a lot of things. I only manifest healthy body. I never manifested sickness. So I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, at the beginning of July, I didn't know I was going to have a surgery. So by the middle of July, the doctor says, boom, you're having a surgery by the first week in August. So I was devastated. So that's why it's good to have the information and the learning that, hey, you can do life differently by getting the support. And the kind of support that I got from Sarah was unique and was amazing. And you never know who you can help, who you can refer her services to. We're not promoting anything on this call, but really, we're just giving you an awareness, a field of learning, so that you become aware of the things that are possible for you out there. I didn't know before. Truly, I didn't know. If I did, I wouldn't have had those other painful surgeries that I went through. Wouldn't. So anyone, I know that we got Auntie and Engineer Miriam join us right now. We'll be talking about surgery and other ways you can alleviate the pains while you're going through surgery. If you have a question, maybe you have someone you know is going to have surgery, you have anything that you want to ask Sarah or myself, please free to ask. And there's no pressure. Be free to ask. And while Sarah can go through some things you still want us to know. So Sarah, is there any other thing you want our audience to know about this program?
Yeah, it's very heart-centered, if that means anything to you. It's really built on love. Peggy Huddleston, she comes from a place of wanting everyone to just be as healthy as they can be, no matter where you are. The program itself is, the sweet spot is to do it 1 to 2 weeks before your surgery. If you'd like to avoid opioids altogether, we love 2 to 3 weeks out. But we also can prepare people up to 24 hours in advance. It can be really quickly. One of my clients cured her claustrophobia in 24 hours between when she had to go in for her test the next day. And,
wow.
I'm not healing anyone.
Yes.
We're empowering each of you to walk through the fear. Yes. And to relax, because your body knows what it needs to do. And we're just giving it the right environment in your mind and in your physical biochemistry to do as much healing as quickly as it can.
I agree with you. That relaxation is really a deep key, because when you told me what to do before as I walked through the doors of the hospital that morning. And I did that. And it got to a point that at the moment the surgeon walked into the room and he was ready, he had this thing on, his clothing on, boom, the fear came in. I don't. Yes, Coach Bridget is afraid to, she gets scared. I'm a human being. I was scared. I pick up the phone right there and I asked the doctor, okay, can I call someone? I want to call my coach. And say, go ahead. And I called Sarah. I said, Sarah, I'm scared. The doctor is here. He said, it's time to go to the surgery. I'm scared. So I really want to say that level of support that you give to your clients, it's worthy of emulation and the gratitude. I really thank you for that. On behalf of every client that you've served out there and that you're still going to serve, I just thank you for being you, for allowing yourself to be a person of service and to be a heart-centered coach, because your service is actually coming from the heart. And trust me, when one is going through deep pain and going through that moment, we need more people like Sarah in the theater room.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So let me see if there's any question on the chat and also from Facebook. If you want to ask, drop your questions by chat, we can do that as well. Or if you have maybe a comment, anything, feedback, you can give it to us. Hey, Stacy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I wish you had been here earlier, Stacy. We're talking about prepared for surgery by my friend, Sarah. She helped me really at the time when I had to, I went through surgery, and she really helped me not to take those pain meds because they were not doing me any good. I was more sick from taking the pain medication than the pain that I was going through itself. Yeah, so I decided to bring her in today so that my audience and your audience and all of you can get to meet her and know the wonderful things that she's doing out there. So Sarah, we have a couple more minutes before, we get to say goodbye to our audience. And I just want you to say some last words to the audience regarding you and where can they find you? For instance, somebody's watching or they come across this live video, maybe tomorrow, few days from today, or even right now, and they want to contact you, how can they reach you?
You can reach me through my website, which is sparkyourhealing.com.
Okay.
My email is Sara, Sara, at sparkyourhealing.com. And people can always call me or text me. I know a lot of people who are going through social anxiety have difficult times, picking up the phone sometimes can be intimidating. You can call me at 617-827-9354 or text.
617. I didn't get that. 617.
827.
827.
93.
93.
54.
Okay.
And with any client, we always do just an introductory session where we just chat for 15, 20 minutes, just so we can understand if we're a good fit and if I feel like I can really help you. And then we sort of decide what the best next steps are.
I didn't catch your email. What did you say? Spark your healing, what?
Yeah. Sara, Sara.
Yeah.
At.
Okay.
Spark, SPARK.
Yeah.
Your, YOUR. Healing, HEALING.com.
You can see she's so good like that. She's spelling everything out for us, right? Okay. That's good. So now you all have Sarah's information and how to reach Sarah. Should you need to use her services or someone who actually needs her services, trust me, it works. I am a true testimony to that. Yes, she did help me, and here I am. Thank you so much, Sarah. It's been a pleasure having you on today. And if you are watching and there's something really unique and special, because I believe there's, every woman out there have something unique. There's a passion in your belly that is crying out to be seen and be heard in the world. And you really want to serve with that passion that is in your belly, reach out to me so that you can be heard on TikTok Tuesday with Bridget O. Michael, so that the world can hear, know, and like and trust you, so that you can be serving, especially if you are a heart setter, coach, trainer, consultant, or entrepreneur, whatever it is that you do. Don't just keep it to yourself, because if I kept this good thing to myself, you will not know about Prepare for Surgery. I never knew there is a facilitator for that. I never knew. And this lady has helped tons, hundreds and hundreds of people to get healed, because her clients come directly from the hospital. So you can imagine how many clients that she goes through in a day. So stay in touch. It's always me, your girl, Bridget O. Michaels. So Sarah, I want you to say your goodbye to the audience. So in whatever way you want to do that, it's up to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Bridget, and thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I hope, if anything, you feel empowered just to take your health into your own hands.
Yes. And if you missed the live, please watch the replay. All the information you need is there on the comment section. So till we see you again next week, Tuesday, it's bye now. Be well, stay safe.